Women of the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. This week, I'm super excited that I get to introduce you to someone from our team, Danika Veldkamp, Client Success Manager for the Channel Company. Hi, Danika. Thank you so much for allowing us to get to know you a little bit better.
Of course. Thank you. I'm excited for this.
Yay. Well, for those of you that are avid members of the community, Danika is someone you will definitely recognize her name because she has just immersed herself in this community since joining us. So let's get to know you a little bit. Where do you live and where did you grow up if that's different?
Well, this is really easy. I grew up in Minnesota and I currently live in Minnesota. So, yeah, it's
That
a
was
good
very
place to be.
easy. I've never been to Minnesota. I should check that out.
It's beautiful. It is during the
Very
summer.
cool. During the summer, yeah. I like to ski, so I don't really mind a little snow, but
Okay.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. What is a little known fact about you that you don't mind sharing with us?
Oh, I love this one. I love sewing. So
Ooh,
yeah, I've started making my son clothes because they don't make fun boy clothes, right? So I started making him fun clothes. I let him pick out his fabric. So that's been even more fun. And I'm starting to sew my own outfits now too. So I'm very excited.
ooh, that is fun.
Yeah.
I took a sewing class when my girls were little and I never got beyond like the jumpers.
Okay. Yeah. I Etsy has been a big part of it for me. You can buy patterns for like 30 cents and they make it so easy.
I love that.
So yeah.
That's so fun. I love that for you and your son. That's so cool. All right. Well, let's dive into some more of the professional side. And let's go with what is something you learned that you wish you knew earlier in your career?
Oh my goodness. You do not have to have a director, VP, or C-suite title to be a leader or, to be a leader in thought and action. I wish I would have known that earlier because there was a lot of times when I was early on in my career, I didn't think I had a voice, but everyone has a voice, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's one thing that's been really rewarding for me to come across and to know.
That is such great advice, and I am so glad that you shared that answer. That's one that always gets me when, people are like, I'm not a leader. No, but you are. You are. You don't have to be a manager to be a leader. So I love that you
Exactly.
said that out loud for everyone to
Yeah.
hear. Okay, what is the most important risk you took and why?
Ooh, okay. This one I love because I didn't know I was taking a risk at the time. So
Mm.
I left the workforce in 2022. I was just very burnt out after COVID, had a baby. Childcare was really hard to find. I was working full time, watching my son. So I said, I'm leaving. I'm taking a break and I'm focusing on my son and I'm finding myself. Took a lot longer than I thought it would. But I would 100% do it over again. I found myself. I gained the confidence that I needed and didn't know that I had lost, right? And I built a framework for myself to help me accomplish the things, the goals, the dreams that I always said one day too, right? So that was to date, excuse me, the most rewarding risk I have taken.
I love that for you. The fact that you knew enough to walk away and then that you build a framework to come back. Like that is so impressive.
It was so needed. So I am very
Yeah, but
proud.
that's a brave thing to do. Not a lot of people would do that. So kudos to you for recognizing that's what you needed at that time. And it seems like to me you've come back full force and ready to go.
Thank you.
And investing in other people while you're doing it, which is truly amazing.
Well, my bucket can't be filled unless I'm filling others. So I felt that's very important.
You have all the great wisdom this morning. I love
All the books I've
this.
read.
Okay, Danica, how do you continue to grow and develop as a leader?
Honestly, I love meeting people that I look up to. There have been a few people, and if you're reading this or watching this, you know who you are, that I've just cold reached out to. And I said, I love your confidence. I love your just vibe. It's wonderful. I want to learn from you. I've learned so much from people in that way. And of course, reading, not always, self-development books, but reading books about parenting, because that's taught me a lot about myself and myself as a leader. When I know how to parent, I know how to be a good leader. I know how to be a good person in general. And I would say, like, lifelong learning. I'm always learning new things and new skills and putting them into practice. That's really important.
So, all great tips, but there's one I really want to highlight. And
Yeah.
that's when you said you just reached out to people that you looked up to. Again, that takes courage to do, but I want other people to hear that, because the worst that they're going to say is no. And it's more
Yeah.
or less not right now versus not at all.
Yeah.
So definitely take Danika's page out of that book, and don't be afraid to reach out to people that you like something that they're doing or find a skill that they do really well and you want to learn from. Such great advice, Danika.
Thank you. Yeah, and I've heard lots of no's or not gotten responses, and I'm still here. So it's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And I've met the right people. I've met wonderful people. So yeah, it's definitely something that's helped, and I hope it'll help others too.
And it hasn't stopped you.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
love that. I would say younger in my career, I would have been terrified to do that.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Um, so I love that you're doing that, embracing it, and you keep on going forward.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right. What do you do to protect and create that work life balance, if
Hmm.
there is a balance?
Ooh,
Balance for
yeah.
you.
Yes. There's a fine line here, and there's obviously days where I'm a really great mom and maybe not the best employee. And there's days where I'm a really, really great employee and maybe not my best at being a mom. And so I found it really, really important I honestly utilize a lot of platforms. So I utilize like virtual assistants, like AI and other things. I have a budget that just does everything for me. I really like to delegate whatever work that I can, um, either to others that are good at it and that's their thing, or to platforms. And then when I am done, when my work hours are done, everything is off. I'm not a heart surgeon. I'm not saving lives every single day, right? And so everything's off, and it's my time for my son. And there's one other thing that's been really good for me. Every Sunday night, I schedule out outfits for my son and for myself every day, and there's always extras. And it's those little things. It's not just, I'm scheduling that out. It's how can I take these little decisions out of my day that maybe drain my like brain power, and let's do that before the week begins. That has been incredible for me to start doing. It's that framework system again. I'm big on frameworks, I guess.
No, you're speaking my love language because I put out whatever it is I'm going to wear tomorrow because that's the last thing I need to like sit there and try to figure that out
Yes.
in the morning when I'm like not, caffeined up and ready to go yet. So
Yes.
I love that. I also like to do my meals for the week. Like, what
Ooh,
am I going to eat for lunch and or
yeah.
breakfast and get that sorted out because you know how the days go.
Yes. Meal prepping, so important.
Yeah, I love that you brought the clothes though, like even for your kids. Do you do that with him? I mean, he might be kind of young, right?
It depends.
Okay.
Um, he just is like, hey, you know what? Pick out my outfit. And if you made it, he'll walk into school. Look, mommy
Oh,
made this. And I'm like, yes, yes, that's right.
I love that. I love that for you. Oh my gosh, it was an absolute joy getting to know you just a little bit more, and I cannot wait to keep getting to know you. I know this community is so appreciative of how you cheer others on and you invest by continuing the conversation and sharing your insights. Danika, thank you so much for allowing us to celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Well, thank you. And thank you for giving me this platform and all of us ladies this awesome network. It's incredible. And I've really appreciated getting to know you and everybody here too.
Oh, well, there you have it. Please, community, comment, share your tips with Danica. I know that she will comment and engage with you on any comments or suggestions or questions that you have. So let's just keep lifting each other up. And until next time, happy Wednesday.
Thank you.